Hello everyone, Professor Thompson here. It is August 30th and I wanted to take a few minutes to provide 3 or 4 updates, reminders, answers to questions, and so forth that I've thought about or gotten emailed on the last few days. It looks like a healthy number of you are progressing very well so far, so I applaud the effort. I just want to say that if you are getting 13s, 14s, 15s on your quizzes, don't worry about missing a few points here and there. It will not hurt you in the end. So I would not stress about needing to do extra credit or anything like that. Even getting 13s, 14s, and 15s on the quiz, you're going to be perfectly fine heading down the stretch here in 6 or 7 weeks. The first email that I want to address has to do with change of topics for your first speech. I have been contacted by a few of you regarding changing those topics that you've originally posted. Feel free to change your topic as many times as you want. I have no problems with that. You don't need to talk to me about that. Just take care of your business, change your topic, and prepare and deliver a good speech. So that's the answer to that question, and hopefully that addresses some concerns for some of you. I do want to remind you that the first speech is an informative speech. You are informing us of something, informing me of something, right? This is not a persuasive speech. I want you to think really basic. It does not need to be overly extensive. But it does have to have good organization. I want to see that, I'm discussing the 3 leadership qualities that Peyton Manning possesses, or I'm discussing the 4 health benefits of eating an apple every day, right? It's simple as an idea, and it's organized in a very meaningful and constructive, informative way. Do not have a persuasive element of this speech. So that's important to remember. I got another email about deadlines. I just want to point out that the best thing to do is to look at the schedule. I attach that as a separate document in the syllabus and schedule tab, and on the left side of that, it says pace date and due date. If it says pace date, it just means I suggest getting the stuff done by that date that's on there. It's not a due date. It's just if you're keeping up with what should be expected so that you're not procrastinating until the very end. All that really matters is the 3 deadlines. So again, for our course, that's September 8th, September 22nd, and October 11th. Those are the 3 due dates for each unit. Those are what matter. The pace dates are simply just keeping up. Again, I think most of you are doing really well as far as pacing yourself and moving forward. The next question, concern, email that I received to kind of address to everyone had to do with the funniest nomination speech. The question was, do you need to post in the comment box, or do you attach a separate file? And then on top of that question, do I respond in paragraph form, or do I respond in a numerical response, number 1, number 2 form? So first off, I don't care whether you respond in paragraph form or a number form. Question 1, 2, 3. Either way works for me. It is easy just to look, question 1, here's my answer, question 2, here's the answer, so forth. That works for me. But whatever you're comfortable with. And then as far as the other question, you can put your comments directly into the comment box if you would like. That's perfectly fine with me. Or if you want to go to the lengths of using a Word document or such, and then attaching that document, you absolutely can. Either way works, as long as I get the information. All right, two other comments and concerns. First, grades. Some of the grades are automatically generated by Blackboard and LearnSmart once you've completed them. Things like the modules and the quizzes and whatnot. Some of them are manually entered, and that would be things like the PRCA, PRPSA that you've submitted to me, your screenshots. So if you've sent in your screenshots of those, as I get those, I'm applying those into Blackboard. I don't necessarily grade the discussion boards immediately, and part of that has to do with the fact that some of them involve you need to post your response and then you're supposed to respond to at least 2 other people. So sometimes I have to wait until there are 8, 9, 12, 15 people who have posted so that there's enough people for you to go back in and respond to other people. If you are the only person who's posted, or there's only 3 people that posted, it makes it difficult to grade that from a holistic perspective because there's just not enough of your responses in there yet. Rest assured that by the conclusion of Unit 1, all of Unit 1 should hopefully be graded, and everything should be updated shortly after the conclusion of that unit deadline. The final reminder has to do with your speech submission. We are roughly 9 days away from the first speech submission, your informative presentation. I want to remind you what I said in the very first video of the semester, that this class provides an immense amount of flexibility, but in that flexibility, it does not mean that this class is easier. Saying that, remember, you are required to give your speech in front of an audience that you gather. That audience must be 8 or more people. They must be 16 years of age or older. You must deliver your speech in a public place, and your video must be submitted in an unedited form. Those are state of Illinois guidelines that can't be bent, broken, altered in any way. So please do not ask me to change those in any way. I won't. But I also want to further amend and add to that and say, remember that your speech is due September 8th at 11:30 p.m. and that is submitted and uploaded into the LearnSmart technology housed in Blackboard. That is non-negotiable. That is something that I do not want you to wait until September 8th at 9 o'clock at night to figure out, because it might take 2 hours to upload your speech. Not that you're going to sit in front of your computer for 2 hours, but you might have to start uploading it, and you'll go make dinner, or you'll go run an errand, or do email. I don't want to be contacted by you frantically saying your video isn't loading or you have technical problems, because I don't care. A time management issue or a technical issue is not my fault, and ultimately not something that I want to address at 11 o'clock at night on the day that it's due. So I would highly recommend that you are delivering and recording your speeches in advance of the deadline, that you are working to upload those in advance of the deadline, and that you are giving yourself 24, 36 hours of cushion time in case you have some technical difficulties in the uploading process. I have provided for you on the homepage or the announcement page, as well as in the speech submission tab down at the bottom, what Blackboard and what LearnSmart says about uploading videos. If you need to condense your videos, if you need to in some way alter the file size so that it will upload more effectively. So again, keep that in mind. It's on you to make sure that those videos are loaded properly. And remember, I've gone through this fully online class for several years now with hundreds, if not thousands, of students who were able to effectively load their speeches in the right place. So it is possible. It is something that if you have technical difficulties, you need to allow yourself time for that, and you need to calmly approach that situation to get that situation rectified. There is not only a student COD help desk number, which is 630-942-2999. That's 630-942-2999. And there's also a 1-800 number, a help desk number with Connect and Learn Smart, and I don't have that memorized off the top of my head. So take advantage of those technical helplines if you need them. I am not a technology guru. I am not a pro in coding or condensing. I am a hunt, click, mouse, point, click, shoot kind of person. And so I'm very good at manipulating and using the systems that I have, but I'm not by any means a technical expert. So if you're experiencing those issues, I may not have the most immediate answer for you, and so that's why those help desk numbers do exist. I think that's it for today. That a little bit longer than expected, but still plenty of good information, reminders, and answers to questions. If you need to reach out to me, please don't hesitate to email me, and we'll talk to you soon.